Hopefully this works out. Okay. So to create these baby dancing pictures, first you can go to TikTok and download a dancing video of a child. I'm going to show you the one I just downloaded from TikTok.
Quality electronics.
Okay.
Electronics.
Can you see my screen? Let me know if you can't see my screen. Can you see my screen? Did you see can you see my screen? Did you hear the voice?
We can't hear anything, but
You
yes, we
didn't
can
hear.
see your screen. We can see the baby dancing.
Okay. Okay. Let me go back and then check again if
Now we can hear.
you can hear it.
Well, I mean, it's gone off again.
Yes, I just wanted to hear from you. So you heard it. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So this is, I don't know if you've seen some of these videos. Have you seen this kind of videos? On Facebook or TikTok? Anybody?
I saw one
Nobody.
earlier today. I saw one earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll be wondering how was it created and all of that. So
Honestly, actually, yes, yes.
yeah, so even like your businesses, you can use these different materials. The person can wear different materials of your own material. So like because it gets a lot of attraction, like people like this kind of videos. So you may also, consider that for adults basically, but I mean for children as well. So when you have downloaded the picture, just the video, just like I've done, you can log into one.video. We talked about this site yesterday. Let's see if you have okay. I haven't seen what you have shared, madam. Uh,
I shared it.
Okay, not yet in the chat. Okay, so you go to one.video, you might want to sign in. So I'll just click on try now for me to have access to it. And you can see I'm signed in already, but I'm gonna put this in the link in the chat. So let me put it in the chat. Okay, I see what you have shared now. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Yes. So yes, that's it. This gem is shared. Instructions may change. Welcome to yes. So this is fine. So all you need to do is to give it a context. So let's say you want the to create a video of somebody wearing your product. You can just say you upload your product and say you want the person wearing this. You want the character. You can generate any character um from anywhere. It can be on ChatGPT. You can ask Gemini to give you an African person. You describe the body type and everything. It gives you a character that will wear your outfit, or you can even use a regular a regular person. You can also find characters online. It doesn't really matter. And then you give it instruction for that person to wear your outfit or to wear your product and what that person should do, basically. And it's going to give you the exact prompt to use. Okay. So where you are is the right place. Okay. I see you have already signed in as well. So, and you have enough credits to do this. Is actually for free, so you can generate prompts for free here. Do you need me to demonstrate?
Yes,
Yes, you
please.
can.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, I will demonstrate it. Okay, let me demonstrate that of a dancing baby, and then I'll demonstrate how you can use these VO3 prompts to generate your video prompts. Okay, if you have a picture, if you have a material like your product, I can also use that to generate like to put the person in your product. You see it. Okay. Just give me a moment. So here we are going to be choosing. I don't know if we are all here. We are on one dot video. I've shared the link in the chat. I want us to follow through one dot video. Who is there? You can, I think you also have, I think it may work on the phone as well, but I don't know. Okay. Who is here? Give me a thumbs up if you are here with me. Awesome. So click on avatar. So you see video, image, and then avatar. Click on avatar. Okay. Under avatar, you will see speech to video. You will see character swap. Okay. You will see photo animate. This character swap is you see hand movements like whatever you do. That one is also on Facebook. You see maybe whatever you are doing, however you are demonstrating your hand, that image is demonstrating its hand as well. Or like your facial expressions is still doing the same. That's what the character swap is. Okay. Select photo animate. Now let's go and select our baby. I just downloaded a baby picture. This baby was created for me on ChatGPT. I
Wait,
like
wait,
this one.
wait. Sorry.
Yeah.
Have we left Gemini?
Yes, we have left Gemini.
Okay, so now we're on one video.
Yes, one dot video. So you can
Okay.
see I just generated this lady from my ChatGPT. What did I tell ChatGPT? So I told ChatGPT that you see after this the video I downloaded. Remember I told you yesterday that ChatGPT does a video understanding, right? Now I told ChatGPT I want to create something similar, but this time around in a Nigerian football kit, Super Eagles kit, right? Super Eagles won their match yesterday. So I want this baby to be rejoicing as if he's rejoicing about the victory of the Super Eagles yesterday. So I put it in Super Eagles uh jersey instead of this jersey, right? I think this is, I don't know whether this is Liberian or something, but this is Nigerian. Okay. So I just generated this by giving it this and telling it to mimic this, and it's so lovely. This is ChatGPT. Okay. I can also give you this African baby girl, but because I uploaded that video, it just mimicked it. But I can give you this prompt. I didn't do anything about this prompt. I just spoke to it and it just gave me that prompt. Nothing special. Nothing special at all. Okay. So I've put the prompt here in case you want to use the same prompt. Okay, so I've downloaded my picture. I think so. I've also downloaded my image, my video. So I'm going back to one video now. So I'm going to choose my video. You can see my picture first that I downloaded, and then it's going to load. I'm going to also upload my video that I've downloaded as well. This is the video. So I'll ask it to mimic this video. It can only take drag to 15 seconds editing. So you can only, let me see how many seconds can it take. Okay, 2 to 15 minutes. Let's just leave that 2 to 15 minutes. It's gonna take a while because it's a video upload. So I'll ask it to create. It takes a while because it's going to be a free generation. So I'll ask it to generate, make sure that it mimics what the video is doing, the hand movement, the facial expression, the leg movement. Okay, very quick. That was very fast. So Let's see. Okay, I think everything looks fine. Let's see what it's gonna generate. So because this is a free mode, it's queuing. If it's on Pro, it may not, take a long. It may not take that long, but because it's on a free plan, it may take a little bit longer. I can also upload this video for all of you if you can. I don't know how this charts with. Let me see if I can upload the video for you. So yes, I can upload the video. I can also upload the picture, so it's easier for you. But I mean, you can generate yours as well. So I've uploaded all the um, files or media content I have used to create this. So it's taking a while. So it might take a while. So while it's working, I'm going to head over to Gemini Gem. I just want to show you how to generate your videos, any kind of video or video prompts using the VO3 prompts we created yesterday. So this is my Gemini Gem. I'm going to share my screen here. Okay. Yeah, you can see I also put the prompt here. Yes, and I asked it to generate this, and I said generate. I wanted the full body picture. I didn't want just a half body picture, but I'm going to go over here. This is your 3 prompts guide. This is the custom GPT I just shared with you. So let's take, for example, I have a product. Let me go and check an Adire product here. Anyone I see on the net, I believe I would see, let's say it's the boo boo. Let's say it's a boo boo. Let's use this lady. So it's not that sharp. So I want it to have, let me use this very colorful, beautiful one here, though it's not that sharp. Okay. Wow, so beautiful. Okay. Let me see if I can get it. Beauty, beauty. My girlie body no be new. Okay. Let me allow this lady to turn around. See, she's bad. Before I get a screenshot. Although it's not that sharp to me, but I can take a screenshot. So to take a screenshot with your phone, it's just Windows Shift S. Okay, that's it. It's just take the flower, take the okay, so I'm just gonna take a picture of this. And I don't want this picture. I don't want this lady's picture because it's for privacy reasons. I don't want to use this lady, but I want it to capture that design, right? But I want a different human being, and I want it a prompt. I want a prompt of it, or I can even create this as an image. Let's say, create an image. Maybe let me see. Get somebody else that is not wearing. Okay. I'm going to use this like this, but a different person. African, I don't want to use this same lady. So let me just give it a prompt. I'm just going to talk about what it is from my thoughts. So I want you to create a prompt that I would use um, to create this material exactly as is. I don't want anybody wearing it because I want to wear it on a different person. So give me a prompt first to generate this the dress itself. Let's see. I'm going to remove this because I'm not creating an image. I'm just generating the dress. So uploading the miss the so I want to generate the dress as a standalone, right? And then after generating the dress as a standalone, I am now going to generate a prompt so that somebody will wear these clothes. Okay, just the cloth first, and then somebody is going to wear the clothes. Or thinking about it, I can just cut the hair. Oh, yeah, it got the cloth, but not exactly. So I may want to just cut the hair. Let me just cut the hair of this lady so it doesn't get her face because I don't want to use somebody's face and somebody will come on Facebook and tell you, oh, why are you using my picture? That's scary. Okay, I'm gonna start from here. Then I'm going to use this. No.
Screaming beauty, beauty, beauty. My girl.
This is lovely too. Even the back there, I like this. Okay. So create a prompt for a video with the dress here. Okay. It doesn't matter the spelling, it would know the prompts to prompt to promote a prompt to promote a prompt for a video to promote the dress here. Okay. Prompt for a video to promote because you want to promote the dress. Promote the dress. Okay, it's already there attached here. That's fine. So it's going to generate a prompt for us. Okay. So while this is working, let's go back and check Q. Okay, still taking a little bit of time. Yes, it does take a little bit of time because it's free. It takes quite a bit of time. Okay. I can help with that. You will need to upgrade your subscription first. Oh no, I don't want to upgrade my subscription. So never mind. I have another one. But I don't think you need a subscription.
I'm experiencing the same thing here.
Oh, so it seems they have changed a couple of things. So it's telling you, saying you need to upgrade your subscription.
Yeah, so it says I needed to upgrade my subscription before it could produce anything for me.
They've changed. They've changed that. It never used to be that. It never used to be that. Let me see. It used to be totally for free. And so create a prompt. So I may want to share this with a different because this is a custom gem. Everybody wants you to subscribe. This is a custom gem. What do we do? So I'm not subscribed here, but I mean I also prefer you subscribing with ChatGPT instead of this one. You may want to decide on which two you have to subscribe to because we have a bottleneck now. We can't go ahead with this video three prompts on Google Gemini. We also can't go ahead on ChatGPT because you don't have access to ChatGPT. So, madam, are you experiencing the same thing or no? Have you tried
Well,
this? Are you
I was going to call you back at some point because it seemed like we're going pretty fast and I was struggling to
okay?
catch up.
Okay. So, but you can do start for free, but I think you will have to pay after a month. Start for free, and you get all of these 100 AI credits. I already have what I do use. This one is 0 for 1 month, but after 1 month, you pay $26. But to be honest, I use ChatGPT. I pay about $30 per month, which I really like ChatGPT. I really like ChatGPT. And there is also DeepSeek. There is also one video, but they don't have access for this custom. They don't do custom GPTs, which helps your workflow. So all I wanted to show you was how to use your custom GPT, how you can build out any workflow. For me, I do not have to do a task 2 times anymore, or even 3 times anymore, because the first time, if it's very wonky, if it's difficult for me, if it's not easy for me to go through, first thing I'll do is to create a custom GPT, like sitting down to think about the prompts. I don't want to sit down and start thinking about any prompt that I would like to use. I just want to be able to create my prompts easily, and that's been very helpful. It's been very helpful. Unfortunately, they are changing everything because they are no longer giving us access to how they used to give us access. Interesting. Just trying to see if it's gonna run. Let me see. Because the context window here is very huge. So what I did now was just to give it the prompt. I believe it's still seeing my picture. So it's still seeing this dress, the image I just uploaded. So it's able to see it. Okay. Yeah, it's still not working. It said I can't create that video. So I'm not creating a video actually. So I just want to create a video prompt. Let me see a video prompt for the dress uploaded. Let me see what it's gonna say. No, maybe it's thinking I'm actually looking for a video. It's not a video. I'm not creating a video because we don't have access to videos, but we should be able to do this. A video prompt, a prompt. Okay, maybe I should just say a prompt. We are still in view 3. Are we here? Yeah, okay. Okay. Let me go back again. I'm gonna copy this here. Copy this image. I'm going to start afresh. Let's see if this is going to work. So create a video prompt to generate to promote the dress I have. I don't need the video. I just need you to generate the prompts for me. It's a prompt I need. It should be able to work. Yes, so it has worked. It did a visual analysis, slow motion tracking shot, waist, this and all of that. Conclusion, you can see it has the audio, it has what the person is going to be saying and all of that and all of that. Yes, it did work. So I think it didn't understand what I wanted. It's a video prompt that I wanted it to create. Okay, so that's why it didn't work. So use the View 3 prompt and just give it a similar thing. You can see it has the VFX, the lighting, the camera motion. I don't have to think about what camera motion it should have. But if I have an idea, or like I'm an expert in camera motion or video or movie, being a movie director, I will be able to give it all of that. Okay, so now I can head to even one video. I can head to Grok. Let's use Grok since one is already doing some work for us. So let's use Grok and generate the video. So I'll put my prompt here. I want to also upload that image because I want go and get that.
Body no be new thing. She's bad and bougie.
I'm gonna cut the head of this young lady because I don't want to get her head. Okay. Then I'm going to Grok and I'll paste this. So I didn't read through the prompt really well. So if you are generating this, you may want to take a look at what that prompt is saying. It has described the boo-boo, but the colors, it will now be able to show the colors really well now. and it should be able to generate for me. Let me see if I need to log in. I may want to, I may need to, it may ask me to log in, but let's see. Okay. So I went to Grok to generate the video. I'm going back to one. Let's see if this is taking too long, but it's just because it's free. There are other apps that you can use that you can do this with as well, and it's called Kling. For Kling, it's not free. You can also use CapCut to do this. CapCut Motion Control. If you subscribe to CapCut Pro, you may also use CapCut to do this. Okay. So this is Kling. I don't typically use it, but you will find Kling Motion Control and you'll be able to upload the reference image, upload the reference video, upload your video, and you should be able to do it. It's going to ask you to make some payment after. CapCut can also do the same thing. Okay, so let's say video generation. Did they ask me to sign in? Okay, click to sign in. Just going to use my Google to sign in. So Clink is a lovely app that anybody can use to create anything. It has lip sync, it has an image generator, it has a video generator, it has an avatar. Avatar is where you want to add your character or add a reference video or add your just where you can do a lot of edits. It also has like some effects that you want to use. Sound effects generator, so depending on what sound effects that you want to add, it has all of that, which is really insightful. Instead of thinking about what sound effect you want to add, you can come here and look at laughter in the background, futuristic electronics, and all of that. Fearful scream. So virtual try-on generators. So if you want your virtual try-on, virtual try-on, that is you upload an image and then you want that image to wear the cloth. So it can also do the same thing. And you have it gives you 66 credits, 66 credits to generate uh, images or videos for you. So one output might give you five five uh, 5 credits. So you might want to try a bit, use this a bit. I think it gives you credit every day once you log in, but play around with it, but it's not for free. So the ones I'm really like showing you is what you can use and get value, which are not really for free. Okay, it's still taking its time to generate. Now let's go back to Grok and see what if Grok is done with the creation. Okay, it's asking me, let me now describe the video. So this is, sorry, this is the video. Let me describe it now. I guess it's this one. No, this one. Where is Grok? Let's see. Yes, this one. Copy. And where is Grok? Um, I thought I opened Grok somewhere here. Oh, this is Grok. Okay. Oh yeah, I did do this. Oh, hold on. Okay, so it's great. Sorry, I have to go to Imagine. Then I would be able to get that going. Okay, so this is my Grok. Let me see if I can find one of any images I have uploaded here. Okay, I need to upload it again. Okay, so in Grok, you go to imaging, you'll be able to create a video. So this is, I'm now on imaging. I've included my prompts, which I generated from the video, 3 prompts, and then I'm just uploading or pasting the attire. So it's now creating a video for me. I may want to do this another, like create another one. Sometimes once you upload something to Grok, it just generates a video for you. So it may not really acknowledge the first prompt that you have given to it because it's automated. It just generates a video immediately you upload any image. And you can use this for any setup as well. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, it's not showing the person, but you can see same material, right? So I can ask it to, I want to be able to see the person's head. The same material. It also got a little bit of the sandals, but it's not same. Like it's not the same. But I like how it is. You see, it also showed the play on it. That's AI for you. It just does anything you give to it. Okay. Uh, so I'm just going to, because I want to see the face of this person. I want to edit it. I want to make sure, you see, make sure the head is visible. It also got the pot. This is ridiculous. Did I get that picture? Did I upload that pot? It just mimicked that video. Really? It's so
Is there a
smart.
way
It
we can
shouldn't be.
remove, sorry, is there a way we can remove the play icon?
Yes, you can actually edit it with Snapseed. Can edit with Snapseed. Okay, I can also say remove the play icon. Let me see if this works because I wanted to see the video. Let me see if I can do that just by it didn't. I'm still not seeing it. I'm still not seeing the face very well. So, okay, make the head of the lady visible, of the lady wearing the outfit or wearing the dress visible, and remove the play icon on the dress. Okay. Okay, let me just see if it's going to work. Let me also observe this. Oh, it's taking a long time. Yeah, gonna take forever. Okay. While it's generating, I think we'll dive into what we've got for today, which is really, really, really exciting. Conversational AI. I don't want to waste time spent on waiting for this to generate. But let's see. Let's go back and see Grok, and then from there we would have to head over to would start what we have for today. Yeah, it removed the play, right? You've seen it remove the play, but I don't still see the head. The head is not visible to me. I don't know if it's visible to me. Maybe it's visible when I download it. Let me see. Maybe just a little bit visible.
This shows the icon, at interval.
Ah, hold on. Oh, it showed it at the beginning.
Yes, at the beginning,
It
yeah.
showed it at the beginning. Yeah.
This is better. It's better now.
Okay. I don't still see, this is the video here, but I don't see the lady's head. The head is missing from it, which may not, work very well. So the best approach would be to generate the full body picture before you now give it the attire to wear. That's and yeah, the play is still there at the beginning. So it maybe requires a little bit of twerking here and there until you get what you want. Okay, just going to dive into what we have today, so we don't spend so much time on this. Okay. All right. So can you still see my screen? Do you feel more confident? How do you feel with this? Do you feel confident or you're still confused?
Ah, I think the more we keep going into it, the more, would I say confusing? It's interesting actually, but I think what maybe from my own perspective, I seem to be a bit loaded, right? So it's not getting me a bit confused. Not really confused, but sometimes maybe I want to do custom GPT from it, for instance. I have to now be thinking of, okay, which of the tools do I need to use?
Hmm.
Okay, so to do the prompt, where do I take it to generate the custom GPT and all that? So it
Hmm.
seems to be a lot.
Yeah, so yes, I understand you. So custom GPT, you can create that on ChatGPT. Now, but do you have free version of ChatGPT or do you have just the pro plan? Do you have the plus plan or the free version?
No, I use the free version.
Yeah, the free version does not have custom GPT. Okay. Now, but Gemini does have custom what we call Gemini Gems. Okay. And it's the free one should have it. Can you sign into your Gemini gem and check to your Gemini and check if you have Gemini gems? Should be somewhere here. Have you seen this?
Okay, I'm checking.
Okay.
Yes, I've seen it.
Okay, so you have seen Explore Gems.
I can see, yes, I can see add new gems, new gem and all that.
Okay, so do you see Explore Gems?
Explore gems. I'm trying to check. Explore gems. No, I'm not seeing that. I'm
It
not
should
seeing
be
that.
it
No.
should be on the right.
So let me show more. Maybe you could check if someone else is there. I'm not seeing that from my end there.
Can anybody check if they have, especially if you're using the free version of Gemini, do you have these Explore Gems?
Yes, I can see explore gems. It's on the left.
Okay, explore gem available. The free
Ah, so why am I not
plan
seeing it?
for Gemini. Okay, yes, it's there. It's there, and it's also for free for all users, both web and in their app as well. So yes, should be able to see Gem Manager. Do you have anything like Gem Manager or New Gem, something like that? That would be. Do you have anything like Gem Manager or New Gem?
Yes, I can see new gem.
Okay, yes. So I go to add new gem or something like that, like new gem, add or click on new gem if you do see something like that.
Yes, I've done that.
Okay, now that is where you go and create your own gem. Okay, so this is the free version. If you can't create it on ChatGPT, this is where you can create your gem. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the problem was creating gems, right? That was confusing.
Yeah, yeah, creating a custom GPT.
Your custom GPT is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, yeah, you know where you can go and create it. Here, explore gems. Can create it here. So you need to give it three examples. What you need to do is go to back to the first class. You will see the prompts are there, the examples are there, so you can create your social media, you can create your email reply, any task that you are doing. Just follow that sequence that is inside the workbook on the first class. Okay, that's where we
Okay.
worked on workbooks. So you don't have to do any task like two times. Once you create that gem, you are able to create any workflow for yourself that you can reuse. Okay. So any before I move further, any other questions on this? Any questions? Any
Okay.
more questions?
So I wanted to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for if I create like you mentioned workflow,
Mm,
right? So I my work has to do with sometimes I do a bit of analysis, especially on Excel, and I have
mm,
to use infographics to do my presentation as well.
mm,
So can I put this data on maybe any of the custom GPT and it comes up with graphics for me to use for my presentation, even without instructing on what to do?
mm. Okay, so let me understand you clearly. Your presentation, you have to instruct it first. You have to give it a context for the presentation. You have to also show it examples. So let me, to understand you clearly, you want something that will create PowerPoint presentations for you.
Okay, so I want something so because we are talking about custom GPT,
Yes,
okay, and that I can use for my workflow so that I don't keep repeating
a
a
task.
particular task.
Mhm.
So my question is, I do some data analysis, right? So and from there, for it to be easily interpreted, I have to do infographics to take it to my PowerPoint. So I use more of that infographics in my PowerPoint than the data itself, right? So I'm thinking, is there a way I can create a custom GPT, right? Such that once I upload the data in the Excel, it can, on its own generate any infographics for me to use in a PowerPoint, not that I should create PowerPoint for me.
Okay, got it. So yes, and yes, if you are using ChatGPT Plus, if you are using um Gemini, so ChatGPT Codex gives you a canvas, or but it's on Plus. I don't also think it can give you this. So you can upload any Excel sheet and ask it to um generate an infographic for you. Another thing you can do here, this is one. There are many options, but I want to show you all what your options could be. So ChatGPT could be one using Codex. You can also use ChatGPT and just doing it like this by uploading your Excel sheet and giving it what you want to give it and tell it to give you an infographic of that. It may be able to do that for you as well. Okay. You can also use the agent mode here to do it if you have access to the agent mode. I think everybody has access to the agent mode and you can use it to create. Now, Manos AI, that is also what we're going to be discussing in our next class, which will be happening in 2 weeks' time, is these agents. Agents that can go on their own to accomplish tasks for you. was recently purchased by was recently purchased by Meta, so they've already changed the name, which is amazing, to Meta. I hope they don't change the free features and other things that we used to get from it. Who have heard about Manos before? Who have heard about Manos AI? Maybe later.
I've heard about it, but I've not really used it.
You've not really used it. Okay, so I'm gonna share this link with us now. Copy link. So Manos AI, I really love this Manos AI. I don't use it that often because there are other tools as well, but I really like it. So this is the link to Manos. Click on the link and navigate to Manos. So you can do a whole lot of things. There are different apps here. You can create slides for you, can build websites, can develop apps, you can design for you. Now you can visualization, that is where it comes in, right? Yeah, visualization, data visualization. So you upload your spreadsheet and tell it to visualize. You can also get a report of it. You can do a whole lot of things with this. So this is amazing. Okay. Notebook LM can also do the same, but I don't know if it is really very accurate with data analysis. So because you need something that is really very specific and gives you exactly what you want from the data that you want based on the feature engineering that you do have, like the cells that you do select, right? You may want to select a couple of cells that are meaningful to what you want, the data you want to utilize. So can use data visualization to do that. So can do a whole lot of things. Now, Gemini can also do the same thing for you. Gemini Canvas can do an infographic, but mainly the infographic it gives is just like regular infographics for maybe your LinkedIn and all of that. I haven't really tested it for visualization, but it's something you can also look at. So let me go to Gemini, um, new chats. So you have tools, you have Canvas. Let's build together. It might be able to give you. You can upload your sheets here, so even if it's from the drive, and then ask it, tell it what you want it to do. Check if it's going to do exactly that. I don't know if Notebook LM will be able to do that because the kind of visualization it does is mainly like paper-like visualization, like breaking down the things into like a little bit of pictures and text. So it's easy to break down. Basically, that's kind of the visualization it does. I have tried to use on it. Okay. So next 2 weeks, we'll be diving into some of these things on data visualization, on agents like using agents like AI agents, real AI agents, and using them for free, like using free ones. That's what we're going to, and we'll be exploring Manos more than this. This is mind blowing. AI agents are mind blowing, literally mind blowing. So it's something to think about. It can create any single thing for you. Slides, can build websites for you, can design, develop apps. Even like your phone apps, you can develop it. You can develop web apps as well. You can do designs for you, graphic designs for you. You can do a whole lot of things. So we'll explore that at the next class, but that will be in 2 weeks' time because I'll be traveling. Okay, so we are going to dive into conversational AI now. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of some workflows. Um, it's not that difficult, but you need a little bit of attention. You need to pay attention to what we are going to be doing. So what is conversational AI? So conversational AI has been on board for quite a period of time now. So that just means AI calling or booking appointments or receiving calls on your behalf. Now, we talked about you know, um, automation. So this one is automation, but on phone calls, on conversations. Like, let's say you are calling customer care and AI is receiving that call and responding to you. Let's say you want to make a general inquiry, AI is receiving that. You are booking an appointment, AI is responding and booking that appointment for you. So there are a couple of tools that people use to build conversational AIs. Um, for example, VAPI. retail, bland, synth flow, and deep. But today we'll be exploring VAP. We'll be exploring VAP AI to use. We're going to use it to build our own conversational agents. Let's talk about there are different things that we for every if you remember for every section that we have talked about, we've talked about system prompting. So system prompting, or we've talked about user prompting, like when you are chatting with the agent or with the AI, you're a user and you're prompting it. So we're going to, there is also a specific way to prompt this kind of AI, conversational AI. So when yesterday we looked into the video creation, right? We talked about how do you prompt it. We went through that process of prompting it. What does an effective prompt look like? During the image creation as well, we talked about effective prompting for image generation, text generation, the same thing. So for code generation, also there's an effective way to prompt for building websites and all of that. But today we are going to look at prompting or prompt design for conversational AI. So for a system prompt, you will have to define the personality, or you call it the behavior of that agent. How should that agent behave? Okay. Um, Make sure you are assigning a role to the agent. So it must have a role. Now, not just a role. So a role is like, okay, when you say you are a receptionist, you are a booking assistant, you are or a scheduling assistant, you are a support assistant. Those are roles you want to assign to your conversational AI, right? Which we discussed even in details during our first class. You will see where we have a column we had like a resource that had like all of that kind of information. And then you give it a goal. You must have a goal. What is the goal of that agent? The agent's goal is perhaps you must be able to schedule an appointment. Okay. You must be able to answer general questions based on your knowledge base, whatever they have uploaded to you. You must not also go answer any other questions that are not in the knowledge base, or we call it your data, wherever you have your database of information, right? Now, it may also have tools, allowable tools. So let's say you need to create a conversational AI that will schedule an appointment. It must have other tools like calendar to book the appointment, right? It will have maybe check the availability to even know if there is any available spot for that appointment to be booked, right? And then it must have step-by-step instructions necessary to perform that task. What do you want the customer, the person, the client to give you? So before I book an appointment, I will need the person's name, full name. I'll need the person's email address. I'll need the person's phone number. If I need that, maybe I'm just scheduling that. I want to have that in my also. I want to also have that phone number in my um database. So I want to collect their demographic information. I should also have guardrails. What are guardrails? Are those things that the AI shouldn't do. If you leave the AI, it could just go haywire. So you don't want to do that. You want to give it guardrails. If somebody is asking it a question that is not in the knowledge base, it shouldn't be able to answer. If somebody says, what is the capital of France? Although he knows the capital of France, but I mean, I can't, you shouldn't be answering those kind of questions. He should answer questions related to the database, which you have given to it, right? So, but I want to show you what this looks like. I think I would want to show you what this looks like before we proceed. So we are all on the same page. So I'm going to share this link with you. It's called VAPI AI. Please open it. We go over to the chat. Log in. You have to log in first. I'll give a couple of minutes for people to be able to log in. And you can log in with your Google account. You can also just log in with your email, however that works, whichever one that works for you. I'll be switching between tabs as I explain because I want you to see how it works, and then we're going to now be able to create our own. Okay, don't really have so much time anymore. Okay, so if you have logged in, give me a thumbs up. I'll give you the phone number too to call and test it at some point. Please give me a thumbs up if you are here with me. Okay, awesome. If you have logged into VAPI, I've just shared a phone number and I'll let you know when you can call it. So this is what the platform looks like. It's not going to ask you for any money. You should be able to log in and it should take you to somewhere like this. You should see your name or your email address. I mean, the email address you used in logging in at, at the sidebar. And then you can see the assistants overview, assistant squad, tools, phone numbers, voice library, IAPI keys, and more, and all of that. Are we together? Okay. So here on the, sorry, go ahead.
My interface seems to be a bit different. I'm just wondering.
Okay, what do you see?
Okay, let me do the screenshots.
Okay, that's fine. This is taking so long.
Just sent you drop something now.
Okay, yes, I'm going to look at it. I think you're good. Yes, so yes, you are on overview, which is fine. So we're going to be creating an assistant. Yes, so if you expand that place, like if you so what you had done is yours is like this, right? So if you expand the sidebar like this, am I still sharing my screen? You will be able to
Okay.
see overview, assistant, squads, and all of that. So I'm collapsing the sidebar, and that is what you're seeing. If you expand it by clicking here, you'll be able to see all of this. Okay. All right. So I just this is what the platform looks like. I do have a couple of assistants that I've created in the past, and we're going to test it. We're going to test it right now. I think it's just okay for us to just test it and then we can go forward. I just want you to get a feeling of how this works. So let's say we are talking to this assistant. So it's connecting and I'm going to talk to it. And then I'm going to walk you through how this is going to work. Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you for calling Crisp Vision. This is Sarah. How can I assist you today?
Hi, Sarah. It's been about 2 years. I haven't had an eye exam. I want to schedule an eye exam for I want to schedule an appointment for a routine eye exam.
Of course. I'd be happy to help you schedule a routine eye exam. Just to confirm, you're looking to book an optometrist consultation, correct?
That's correct.
Great. Thank you. Let's get you scheduled. First, may I have your full name, please?
Yes, my full name is Sarah Smith.
Thank you, Sarah. And what's the best phone number to reach you?
Feel free to call me on 343-581-1394.
Thank you. I have the number as 343 prime 3581 minus 1394. Just to make sure that's correct, does that sound right?
No,
And
not really. It's 343-580-1393.
no, thank you for repeating that. Let me make sure I have it correct. You said 3, 4, 3, 5, 8, 0, 1, 3, 9, 3. Does that sound right, Sarah?
Yes, that sounds right. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Sarah. And could you share your email address for the appointment confirmation?
Yes, it's sarah.smith@gmail.com.
Thank you. I have that as sarah.smith@gmail.com. Does that look correct to you?
Yes, that
And
sounds
next,
correct.
can you brief? Great. Thank you, Sarah. And lastly, can you briefly share what brings you in today? Just a simple note like routine eye exam is perfect.
I already told you that it's for a routine eye exam.
Of course.
I don't have any symptoms. I'm just coming in for a routine eye exam.
Thank you, Sarah. I've checked our availability. We have open appointment dates coming up. The earliest 3 available dates are Tuesday, January 14th, Wednesday, January 15th, Thursday, January 16th, after 9 a.m. Which of these dates works best for your routine eye exam?
I think January 13th should work well for me.
January 13th is available, Sarah. Just to confirm, you'd like to schedule your routine eye exam on Monday, January 13th, correct? Once you confirm, I'll share the available times for that
I
day.
think January 13th is on a Tuesday, not on a Monday. And 9 a.m. would work for me.
Got it, Sarah. Thank you for that. Just to keep everything clear, would you like to book your routine eye exam on Tuesday, January 13th at 9 a.m.?
Yes, that's correct.
Perfect, Sarah. Thank you for confirming. So just to make sure I have this exactly right, you'd like to book your routine eye exam on Monday, January 13th at 9 a.m., correct?
That's correct,
Once you
yes.
confirm. Great. Thank you. And for January 13th, we have 3 appointment times available. 9 a.m., 11 a.m.,
So
and
9 a.m. works for
1.
me. I've
Great,
already
Sarah.
scheduled it. Okay, but this is how it works. Okay, this is how it works. I just wanted to show you that I created this a few like this morning. I just wanted to, create it to show you how this was, and we're going to create this. So I have the system prompts and everything all in here just to show you how this was. But we are going to be creating one of these today as well. So this is the platform. You have the assistants, the squad, the tools, the phone numbers, the voice library, API keys, and all of these other things, call logs, chat logs, if you session logs, depending on what you have on it, structured outputs, and more. You have the model, which is the brain. So we are going to look at that as well, which also has the system prompts. So you can see the system prompts, and you don't have to write these prompts by yourself. I'll show you how it's being written. You have the voice, so you can select a voice configuration. Now the voice this person is using to speak to me is Leah and is Vapi. I think there's also a Nigerian voice. You might add additional configurations if you want. Fallback voices, that is if the primary voice, that is this one doesn't really work, you should be able to fall back to a different one. You should be able to transcribe whatever you have said as well. So this is your transcription. So I've used DeepGram as my transcription provider, and of course, it's going to be in English. I also want it to fall back on OpenAI in English. So OpenAI Transcribe is the model I'm going to be using for this. Now I do have a couple of tools added here. So you can see it has moved to tools. So transcriber here, tools here. So I have created a Google Calendar too. So this helps me to schedule the appointment. So right now, I think I just received an email on that the email for Sarah Smith had failed. So why did it fail? Because I I don't have that email address. I just give it a fake email address. So I just wanted to just give it a name that you will not struggle with. That's why I didn't use my real name because he may struggle with my how to pronounce my name and all of that. So I didn't want to do that. I just gave it Sarah Smith, which is something convenient because most of these tools, of course, they're a little bit of bias. What they do know is, of course, they are developed by the West. So we need to, work a little bit harder to be able to create platforms like this that won't have any bias, that can speak pidgin. You can imagine you're calling your AI and is responding in pidgin. By the way, VAPI also has a pidgin English. So I think it does have pidgin somewhere, like a voice, pidgin voice. Let me show you. Maybe search voice. Let me say pidgin. Yes, no, pidgin. Let's see. It does have, okay, I'll check in the voice. This may not be the right place to check. I'll check in voices. Voice library should have pidgin here, somewhere here. Search pidgin English. Or maybe I'm not spelling the pidgin correctly. It does have pidgin. I've checked, found pidgin before. Let's see. Or Nigerian English, you might get it as pidgin. Nigerian voice. Yes, Sade Nigeria, yes. So we have Sade, you have Gochuku, you have Bukola, Yomi, and all of that. They have a little bit of some Nigerian names here that you can, select from. Okay. Okay. So I just wanted us to understand this. So I think I was on tools, so you can create tools, and I'll show you how to create tools here because you needed to call the book an appointment, so you needed the calendar as a tool. Okay, so I have the tools here. You can also analyze. You should be able to it should be able to give an analysis of what you have asked it to do. And so in that way, you're able to understand what has, transpired, because most times I'm just running this in the platform. So if you call that number, because I'm going to ask you to call the number, let's see if it's going to work. Will somebody speak to you? What's your response like? We're going to be testing this agent that we're going to create today. Okay, so let me go back to conversational AI. We've talked about the prompt design, what it should have. It should have an agent show, it should have goals, it should have tools, it should have the instruction should be step by step to enable it to perform the various tasks, and it should have guardrails as well. It should also have a structured output. How do you want the output to be? So when I made this call, you could hear the AI conversing with me, right? It was back and forth. Sometimes there were glitches and all of that, but the system prompt is what controls the agent's personality. Now, I wanted it to always confirm information. That is why every information I give to it, it wants to confirm that information. Maybe it's confirming it over and over again. Maybe I should be able to track it. Now, it should also be able to book an appointment. So immediately I mentioned that I want to book an appointment. You see, it brought up the appointment booking to it was able to check the availability and say this is the times that are available. It didn't quite get the dates very well, but it got the availability. We got that it had some availability and it was able to, schedule that appointment. So the system prompt controls the agent's personality and the policy. Now, the platform controls who is going to speak. How is the turns going to be taken? That is it the agent that speaks first? Is it the customer that speaks first or the client that speaks first? It also controls the language. So you can see where I went to select whether it's English or I can select if I want it in French, I can select it's French. So the system, the platform, when we talk about platform, that is VAPI, controls the the language and controls how the turn taking is going to happen. So if you have any challenges with the turn taking, there were a little bit of some errors there here and there when we're taking the turns. It didn't allow me to finish very well, and then it caught me. Um, it did cut in, and started saying started continue the conversation. So for some reason, I may want to tweak it in the platform. Okay. Okay, so how do you now structure the system prompt so that it's reliable? Reliability means that every single time anybody calls it, it's able to do what it's supposed to do. So it has to be first, it has to be make sure that your prompts are sectioned in you separate them in sections, and I'll show you that. So you separate them with hashtags. It should also be very concise, short, clear, and action-based words. Remove any fluff, anything that will make it confused, remove it. If you want to emphasize on things like perhaps I have said you must confirm that information. It's important to confirm the phone number. It's important to confirm the email address or even the name. So you can see it's confirming it 2 or 3 times. So I may want to go back and check how did I give this instruction. Um, so you may want to either, if you want it to emphasize a particular thing, you might want to write that instruction 2 times, or you have to bold it, or you say this step is important. You also have to add some guardrails, rules, so that the agent doesn't just go haywire and do what you don't want it to do, so that it always remains compliant. You want to add some guardrails to it. So I want us, since we've already talked about this, let's go and review this prompt that we have created on and make sure that it aligns with what we have said it should align with. So it has, yes, it has some sections, so you can see separate the sections with hashes. So it has assistant identity. Your name is Sarah. You're a professional optometry office receptionist. When callers they ask who they are speaking with. Introduce yourself. Hi, this is from. We mentioned the name of the clinic and all of that. Personality, courteous, clear, efficient. You must give it the personality. You must give it how it should sound. Friendly. Do you want it to be formal? How do you want that tone to be like? This is where you include that. Environment. You are assisting patients via phone to book eye care appointments. Callers may have vision concerns or be scheduling routine eye checkups. You have access to the clinic's calendar system and can book appointments immediately. So it does have that information. The goal, like we mentioned, you should have a goal, so you can see what's the goal. Verify the caller wants an optometrist consultation. So you can see it's a goal. So that's why it's asking me that please confirm that you have this is what you want to do. Yes, that's what I want to do. Collect caller's details, the name, the phone number, email, and reason for visit. So it must collect that information. That's the goal. And you can see it was asking me my name, my phone number, my email, and the reason for visit. Now, check availability using, I have included the appointment tool and all of that. Present available dates and confirm selection. Present available times and confirm selection. So, and I said this is an important step. Maybe I should just, can see, ask me that question 2 times or 3 times. So I'm going to remove it and put it as 1. It should just confirm the time. It should just confirm the date and time. And once it has confirmed it, you can see I put it, this step is important. So it did it 2 times. So once it confirms the date and time, it should not ask me that again. So provide final confirmation summary. So final confirmation summary that my date, my name, my email address, my date and times are confirmed. So create calendar event using these two. This is important. Deliver confirmation and close the call. So I didn't get to this deliver confirmation and close the call. I just terminated the call because it was asking me several questions. Now, the guardrail section, never book an appointment without confirming both date and time with the caller. This step is important. You can see I put this step is important. Only offer optometrist consultation, redirect for specialty requests. So, assuming the person says, oh, I don't want an optometrist consultation, I want a medical consultation, I won't be able to handle that. So, never access the calendar system until all required information is complete. So, if you give it only your first name without giving it the full name, it's not going to be able to book that appointment. Never commit date and time you haven't verified are available. If the caller is unsure about their needs, ask clarifying questions, but do not provide medical advice. Always repeat back the critical information, the date, time. So I said always do this before. I may want to remove this from the guardrails because he will keep asking me about this until finally he books the appointment. I may want to remove this. If you have confirmed it, you don't need to always repeat back this thing. If booking fails, acknowledge the technical issue and escalate to a human agent immediately. So there is a human in the loop as well as a tool here. So under create tool, you will see handoff, which is a human in the loop. Okay. So we're going to look into all the tools. Okay, so that is it. Conversational flow, you can see step 1, initial greeting. Open with a warm professional greeting. Hello, thank you. So I gave it an example. Step 2, confirm the appointment type. Step 3, check the availability. Step 4, it must be a full name. You can see email address should sound like this. Reason for visit. Present available dates, date 1, date 2, date 3. That's what it did. So it's following that instruction. Let me confirm your appointment details. You can see name, phone, and date and time and reason for visit and all of that. Okay, giving me the address, and then please arrive 10 minutes early. So if I allowed it to get to that, it will tell me, please arrive 10 minutes early. Is there anything else I can help you with today? So because I've given it all these instructions, and to be honest, you don't have to write this. I'll show you how you can write this. Okay, so this is how you section it. Really amazing, and we're going to be creating this with AI right now. Okay, so we're going to breeze through here very quickly now that we have seen what the system prompt should do and what it should not do. So what the system, this slide tells us what the system prompts, control, which is personality, and the policy blueprint. We have seen what the system prompt does look like, right? So to define it, the agent's mandate policy, you may want to, first of all, understand what task the agent is going to do. You define what the mandate, what that agent is going to do. Elaborate it, especially if you are creating for an organization. You want to be very, very specific. What is that function that is going to perform? Give it explicit instructions. Now, establish guardrails and compliance. Also, think about the tone you want it to respond to. You don't want an agent that is rude or that will be keeping quiet when you ask it a question. It should be able to redirect if it doesn't know the answer. The tone and personality is very, very important. You also want to handle normalization. What is normalization? You saw when I called it, I gave it my phone number. It was saying the phone number as 343. You have to normalize it that it shouldn't write it as 3 as in like THREE, 4 as in just not in words. It has to be in just the digits. So that's normalization. If I say it's Sarah.Smith, it shouldn't read it as Sarah, then dot as in DOT, or and then Smith at should read at with the sign of at instead of at gmail.com. We need to normalize it. So let me show you, let me go back to this normalization. I want to show you how you normalize it so that you are giving it that correct prompt. So let me go to, where will I get to normalization? Okay, so yeah, so usage steps. So let's say patient's name, use title case, Sarah Johnson, phone number, convert the written format example 55521, this is it, the phone number. So if somebody says email, convert the written format example as sarah.johnson@gmail.com. Date and time should read as 2005/01/2022. Time is 14:00. This is how it's going to show on the system when I finally receive this this phone call on my system. It's going to show exactly it's normalized. So if I leave it like this, it's going to, if I don't add this normalization, it's going to be very difficult for me to understand what the person said. If it just reads 3 as CHREE, 3, 5, it's just going to be very difficult for me. So I need to normalize it. You can see this is the way um, to normalize your agents or the information. Okay. This is also talking about what the system prompt should do and shouldn't do. So it doesn't control the conversational flow. That is who calls first, how the turns are being taken is the platform that controls it. Okay. So let's now look at what the platform really controls. Conversational flow mechanics, so the turn taking, the dialogue. So when you run into any issues when you are building yours, you'll be able to think about it in this way that, okay, so the turn taking is not perfect. What can I do? How can I go and correct it? What is the problem? It's not from my prompt. It wouldn't be from my prompt. It is from the platform. It is from VAPI. So I'll go to VAPI and check the settings for VAPI and to understand how to maybe reduce or make sure that he speaks in the way I want it to speak. So how many seconds? So start speaking plan. Wait for how many seconds? So this is 4 milliseconds that it has to wait for it to speak. Smart endpoint is off. On punctuation sound 0.1 seconds. On no punctuation sound 1.5 seconds. On number seconds 0.5 seconds. So this is, you can just change a few of these things to help you to make sure you manage um, that the conversational flow. Who is to start first? Who is not to start first? How long will the person stay on phone for you to have a call timeout? This is where you add that. So this is 30 seconds. Maximum duration 600 seconds, and all of that. You can check, you can toggle it the way you want to based on what you are creating. So understanding what manages what would help you when you are creating your agents. Okay. So this is bringing everything we have talked about into one slide. So the 6 core principles is: first, separate your instructions into clear sections. So you have personality, goal, guardrails, all nicely written with enough white space. Okay. Emphasis on critical instructions. So the ones you say, this is important. When you say this is important, you know that it has to check, make sure that it does that. It checks, repeats that 2 times. It checks that information for you. It has to be very concise. You normalize your inputs and outputs. You dedicate a guardrail section. So all of us know what guardrails are now. You provide clear examples. So let me go and show you my examples in here. So it's easy for you to understand what you need to do when you're creating a conversational AI. So for example, let me go to, if somebody says, okay. Okay, so it says reason for visit. Can you briefly describe what brings you in today? For example, are you experiencing a need or, okay, this is not, let me go to, let me see if I can find examples here. Someone's, it should be examples somewhere here. Mm, yes. Example. Okay. Okay, let's go to another one. Okay, so required parameters. So example, okay, no. Yeah, okay, so this is optometrist consultation. Oh, hold on. Title, event title info. Okay, so this is an example for scheduling. Just checking. But it should give you like you should have like some examples. So maybe if you are booking an appointment, like you should give it an example. Okay, yeah, I did give you some examples. So if you listen to example 555 should be this. Okay, this is normalization. I don't can't find examples here. Looking for example. This is 2:30 p.m. Okay, this is normalization. Convert it to this. Okay, but when you have when you are designing for a company, if you have an example, give it an example. So let me give you an example. So assuming you are booking an appointment, so you say if the person says my name is Sarah Smith, confirm that the name is Sarah Smith. So you can say, for example, my name is Sarah Smith. So can you confirm that your name is Sarah Smith? So you are giving the AI the words to use. And it's not that difficult. I'm going to show you how we are going to create all of this right now. Okay. Okay, so this is reliability impact. So one of the challenges with conversational AI is that sometimes you use it, sometimes it works really smoothly, like, but some other times it doesn't work very well. So how do you make sure that it's reliable? Making sure that you use, headings like hash personality, hash goals, hash guardrails, making sure that the prompts you have given to it is very concise. Like I did remove, it was going asking me questions back and forth. I did remove some of those. Making sure that the steps that are important, you're including that these steps are important. So it repeats those questions, it repeats the questions like 2 times, and then you must also be able to normalize it. These are impact reliability core principles. Okay, so if you are giving it a tool, just like calendar tool, like check your calendar or schedule a meeting or schedule an appointment, or even find I don't know which other tools that you may want to give it to or give to it, then you may want to also make sure that is a precise, a very like one tool that you are giving to it that is very specific to accomplish that particular task. So for example, I'm not going to when I'm going to check, give it a tool to check the availability or create the event or or schedule the meeting. I'm not going to give it any other kind of tool, maybe a weather tool, and say, oh, make sure you go and check the weather to give the person to make sure that the person understands what the weather is and say, oh, you may need to bring in your umbrella. No, I'm not going to do all of that. Okay. Explain to it how it's going to use the tool that you are going to provide. So it's not just going haywire and using a different kind of tool when it's not supposed to. Okay, so sometimes these tools can also fail because now it requires integration, right? Yeah, let's say I'm using a Google Calendar to book this appointment. Of course, if it doesn't, it has to integrate with my Google Calendar to work very well. So if it fails, what can I do? Try it again to reintegrate it, reintegrate Google Calendar to the platform again. Okay, so sometimes when we are creating this, let's assume that you are a telecom company, you want to create, or you're working with a telecom company and you want to create a conversational AI agent for a telecom company. That telecom company would have general, maybe there should be an AI that just responds to general inquiries. There should be an AI that, maybe there is a refunds, there is bills, um, bill payments that will be able to, reach out to customers for bill payments. There will them there might also be an agent that, let's say it's an agent that will be technical support, like maybe an agent that would help for help or assist clients that require technical support. So there are different things these agents can do. Now, it's not proper for you to lump all these agents in one place. It's very important to have specialized agents. So if you have that of billing, that agent is just specifically going to call customers who have not paid for a certain period of time for them to make the payment. You should have another agent that is processing refunds. You should have another agent that is able to answer general questions that clients might have. So they call that agent and the agent has just that database. You should not lump everything um, into one single agent. Or you should be able to answer general inquiries. You should be able to process refunds. You should be able to handle billing. You should be able to route to a technical support agent. So it shouldn't be that way. Ensure that it's specialized, doing one task at a particular time. Okay. So, okay. So now, how about if you need so many agents, what can you do? If you have complex tasks like this telecom example that I've used, telecom like MTN, like Bell, like Airtel, like all of those kind of organizations, and you correct me if I'm wrong, most of these companies, you have to call customer service. Maybe if it's even a network issue, to resolve a network issue that you do have, you have to call them. Sometimes the work that needs to be done is complex. So what do you need to do if you need to create if you need to create multiple agents? You have to have what we call an orchestrator agent. An orchestrator agent the only task it needs to do is to collect information, collect data, collect let's say name what the issue is, um, what the client needs to have, what the client wants to be done, um, maybe account number, because most of these things you have your account number or even your phone number, like your demographics, basically, where are you calling us from? If it's a network issue, you might want to know where the person is calling us from, and they will go and um, check their system if the network is down in that area or not, like what's happening, right? So the orchestrator add-on should be able to collect the demographic information, including what the issue is, and then route it to the specialist agent. That's now how you create um, a multi-agent workflow. Instead of having one agent do everything, just create an orchestrator agent, and then the orchestrator agent routes it to specific other agents. Okay. And then if the AI is not able to respond to the call, you may want to have a human in the loop, which is a handoff, a human handoff. So, and most here in Canada, most organizations, telecom organizations, they're already using these conversational AIs. You call, let's say, uh, Bell or tell us they will, route you to an agent that will speak to you, and it's an AI that is speaking to you and all of that. So one incident, I had one incident like that happened. I was going to mail some laptops. And I was going to use a kiosk. So usually they have like these kiosks that can, handle, you can just go in and slip your mail in and they'll be able to now from there disperse it to wherever they need to disperse the mails to. So I wanted to call to make sure that first I haven't used this kiosk before, so I wanted to call to understand if the capacity of what I am going to mail will be maybe it's within the capacity the kiosk could handle. So I called and I realized it was an AI. This was a few months ago, maybe 8 months ago or thereabout. And the AI agent answered the call. I knew it was an AI because of how he was speaking. I said, can I speak to a human agent? Because I didn't believe that AI, I don't even know the weight of what I'm carrying. So I didn't believe that an AI would be able to understand that. So I did, it now routed me to a human agent, and I was able to ask the person, okay, where do I even find this kiosk? He says, oh, it's inside the train station. I have to go inside the train station and deliver the box. Unfortunately, it wasn't. It was large enough. It was sorry. What am I saying? So it was too big for the kiosk, so I couldn't, deliver the the parcel to them was a box of a laptop. So what am I trying to say here? All most organizations are already using this. 8 months ago, it wasn't something very like most people will use, but I've oftentimes now I call different organizations and they are now using this, and I know it's AI. For some reason, I also called one organization and the person was sounding like an AI. Said, sorry if I may ask, are you an AI? And the person responded no, because most organizations saying are now using AI to respond, and sometimes it's not that easy to decipher if it's an AI agent or not. So if you have a handoff, if you are going to hand off to a human being, so what are those handoff triggers? What should the person say before you transfer it to a human being or escalate it to a human being? So maybe request to speak to your supervisor, or you feel that the issue, you need to give it a particular trigger, right? Say, so like I said, can I speak to a human being? That's how I put it. And the AI finally handed me over to a human being to answer my request. So you must be able to classify the intent, okay? So that the AI doesn't just hand off everything to a human being. Provide a brief acknowledgement, say, I will connect you to the billing team, or I'll connect you with our billing team. I will connect you to my supervisor to help you with to help you with refunds. Okay, you can transfer the conversation with a context summary. So you want to give the context summary to the human being that you're transferring it to. This is very, very important. And it should include the customer's name, the primary issue, the account, any demographic information that you have collected. You must be able to hand that off. Very important. I had called one organization here in Canada, and whenever I call that organization, I'll tell them where I'm calling from. They'll ask me, what's your name? I'll mention my name and what's your account number. I'll mention the account number and the organization I'm calling from, and they'll hand me over to somebody, and they'll hand me over to a different person, and the person will start asking me that same question: your name, your account number, what organization are you calling from? And at one time I called that organization, and they handed me over to, like, I went to 6 different departments, and in my head I'm thinking, is it that the person who handed me over to you does not know that that this is what I was, asking about, and they transferred me to the wrong department? And I keep repeating myself whenever I get to a different department, because they kept transferring me. I felt it was really frustrating for me to go through that. So you may want to also include a transfer of conversation or context summary to the agent, so the person does not start afresh. Okay. So the orchestrator agent must instruct the subsequent agent not to repeat information collected or that has already occurred. Very, very important. So the client doesn't feel frustrated. Okay, now model selection. We talked about the different models and all of that. We're going to also go into VAPI and review the model selection. So in model selection, there are a couple of things we have to look at. Primarily, the latency. Latency is the speed. So what is that speed of response? You don't want an agent that you will call now and it's going to take 5 seconds to respond to you. That is sluggish. So the speed, and I'll show you where to find that speed. How accurate is the information that is collecting? We are going to look at that as well. And then two, core reliability. So if asked it to book an appointment, it's also going to view calendar availability. Can it always see that calendar availability? Is it working or is not working? What does that look like? Now, these three key dimensions, there are trade-offs to it. If you want speed, use smaller models. If you want accuracy, that's reasoning, use larger models. So you can use smaller models and larger models all at the same time, right? And if you have two, core reliability, you make sure that you are giving it a very structured outputs, and you have an explicit prompting, which we already have, and I'll show you why it's explicit, because you are dragging that to where it should be, what it should do exactly. Okay, so I don't just want us to just see this model selection as all of us know what a model is, right? We know that what a model is. Model is ChatGPT, GPT-5, Claude, right? Those are like your models. GPT-5, Gemini 2.5, right? Claude Sonnet, like those are your models. So we have tried a couple of these models, and so our recommendation for the different use cases. So for example, customer support, ChatGPT will work very well with customer support. Why? Because it's a language model that is very robust in language, right? So you can use it for customer support, you can use it for scheduling, other management and general inquiry. It's very good at doing these tasks. Okay. It may not also be very, very good. This is when GPT-4 was, 5.2 is good now, but this is when we were, they were using GPT 4.0, but 5.2 is also good, and I believe it's been included in VAPI now. Gemini 2.5 Flash is very good for routing. Okay. It's also good for FAQs, appointment bookings, basic data collection, and it's also very cost effective. I'll show you how to see the cost as well. Claude Sonnet is a reasoning model, very good with complex stacks. Will be very good with routing. Routing is a routing like complex tasks. So routing, if you want to select a tool that can route to other specialist agents, you might want to select Claude Sonnet 4.5. Ideal for technical troubleshooting, financial advice, like the processing funds, which is a little bit, you need to reason through what the person is saying. Oh, I made a payment on so date. Um, I think there was an issue with my payment. It went twice. I need a refund. All those kind of questions. Compliance sensitive workflows. So if you are using this for medical, like medical and financial things, it's very good you use Claude because he understands complex task. Okay. Okay, so benchmarking and testing requirements before committing to a model. So you may want to test the models, use 2 or 3 candidates. All of you have the phones now. You may want to, call the phone number. I can share it also in the chat. Call the phone number to check again. You may want to evaluate what you have, evaluate the requests, evaluate the performance of the system or the conversational AI with real user queries, or even like test. Like for me, I just use myself as an example, right? You may want to measure the latency, like real measure. Get a table, a Excel spreadsheet. What is the latency? What's the speed? What's the accuracy? Did it actually perform that task? Tool calling success rate. Did it actually call the tool? So you are checking this. Let's say all of us here, we're about 4 here, and all of us here are calling that number. Did it actually perform that task or not? So this is um, what the key metrics you may want to measure. Then you optimize it, select different models, check them, look at the trade-offs. Some are expensive, some are cost effective, some are more expensive, some have low latency, some have high latency, some are very good at specific tasks. So you may want to just explore them, change the models to see the performance. Okay, so it usually requires iterations. You have to check and double check, test it to make sure that it works, especially for reliability. If you want to use this kind of AI to make money with it, you might want to make sure that it's reliable. Okay, so reliability is very important. So now, how do you configure the evaluation criteria? So check the task completion rate. How many of the calls that you make fail? So I call this number, oh, and it failed right now. How many failed? Task completion rate and escalation rate. If you have a handoff, how many were successful? These are ways you can check for evaluation. Analyze the failure patterns. What is working? What is not working? Did it get information that the client has given to it? Was it correct? Did it understand or misunderstand what the client is saying? Did it at some point break not able to complete the request? How often did the tools fail? I asked it to check the calendar. Did it actually check the calendar? Did it book that appointment? So you may want to analyze what the failure patterns are. Make targeted refinements step by step. So assuming first, let's step back a little bit. Assuming first it gave an incorrect information, go back and check why the information is incorrect. Okay. Assuming the intent is misunderstanding the intent, go and check your system prompt again, because it's the system prompt that controls this. Assuming there are, breaks, like maybe when the agent is supposed to speak or when the client is supposed to speak, it's not, the turn taking doesn't move smoothly. Then you may want to go and check your the settings for turn taking on the platform that is on VAPI. Okay, so you make one refinements one after the other, and then reevaluate, verify until it's successfully fixed. Usually not many, like you may not really like spend a lot of time doing this, especially if you know what you're doing. That's why I had to walk us through the platform, the system prompt, and all of that. So data collection and simulation, you may want to, as you are doing this continuous iteration, you may want to continuously collect data. How do you put in your key metrics? What is the latency? What is the latency? What is the to completion rate? Which one is failing? How often is it failing? The turn taking, how is it working? So you may want to have a spreadsheet to collect this information. Okay. Core formatting best practices, use Markdown. We've already talked about use Markdown. I don't know. Who knows what Markdown is? Questions? I know I'm rushing this a little bit because of time, but questions, who knows what Markdown is? I think we've talked about Markdown headings here. Right. We've talked about Markdown headings. So use bullet points, which we have used. Use a lot of white spaces. Keep the headings in sentence case. Okay. So example, you use go like this, not in like this. Be consistent. Make sure you are very clear, concise, and make sure the formatting is, works really well. Formatting is well formatted and is reliable. Okay, I'll pause here before we now go and create ours. We spent quite a bit of time on image creation, video creation. Okay. Question, everyone. I did questions before we now dive into creating this. Any questions?
Okay, so all right. Thank you so much for this. So I
Okay.
wanted to ask, is this something we can do with our own free mode, or we can do it in free mode, right?
Yes, you can do it in free mode, yes.
Okay, so that's one. So after creating this agent, um, So on which platform can we use it? Must it be on a website or is something that can be integrated into maybe Instagram or other social media?
Yes, you can integrate it on your website. So the idea is that somebody would call, even most times you don't even integrate it. So it's a phone number, and I'll show you how you get your phone number. I'll give you that information. It's a phone number because it's a conversational AI. So you can put your phone number there and say Twilo AI, Twilo. So you can get your phone number by using Twilo. Okay. 4255. I'll give you the Twilo now so you can twilo.com, put it in the chats. This is where you get your phone number because it's conversational, right? Twilio.com. Please go to twilio.com and create an account. That's where you get your phone number, and it's for free. I think it gives you a couple of credits. Vapi is also for free. They have a free version that you can, start with to create. You don't have to pay anything to start. Okay. So we are now doing the hands-on. I have uploaded a prompt for building conversational AI. This is the prompt we are going to be using today to build it. The next 30 minutes, we should be done. Any questions apart from the questions that John had asked? Any other questions on conversational AI? Any questions? No questions. I believe we are. Yes, we should all be following along.
Like we
We
are
should be following
saturated
along.
already.
Sorry?
I said it's like we are saturated already.
Oh, saturated when we are just yet to do the hands-on. We're yet to do the hands-on. We're yet to do the hands-on. So you're saturated. So you don't want to do the hands-on now?
I don't know the opinion of others because if we also check the time here in Nigeria, it's already past
Oh,
9,
it's
9
late.
p.m.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know the
Okay.
opinion of others. If it is fine with other people, I think I'm also okay.
Okay,
So
let's
maybe Lara, Danny, and Co can
okay,
speak
let's
about
see.
that.
Yes, I've stopped sharing. I want to know what you guys think. I feel that we should just finish up this one. I know what took our time was the video generation, for one, because it takes a lot of time. Um, yeah, it's still in the queue. Tired of waiting upgrades to membership. Yeah, still in the queue. It's working in the queue. Mhm. What do you guys think? We should um we should not do this. We should do this. Or you want to come back to it? 9 o'clock. So it's 9 o'clock Nigerian time, which is late, right? We are tired. And it's a Sunday. Yeah.
So to create that, like how long is it going to take us to do that?
Uh, yeah, it's not going to take too long, but I can just walk you through how to create it, which is easier. Which is easier, and you can now follow through when you do have time for it. Hands-on is always better, but I can just walk us through creating this. Yeah, I think maybe I should just walk through it, and then when you have time, you feel free to look at it and then create it. So I have uploaded, all these materials will be uploaded to the classroom as well. So I have uploaded a material that reads prompts for conversational AI. I don't know if you can find that in the chat. Check for that in the chat. I will upload this as well for us. In the classroom. So we're going to head to Claude. Claude is, I don't know if I've heard about Claude. I believe we have talked about Claude here a couple of times. That's where we're going to use to create. We're going to use Claude to create our prompt. Why am I using Claude? Why I'm using Claude is because Claude is good for reasoning, complex tasks, and this conversational AI is a reasoning task. So you will see a prompts for building conversational AI and prompt one. So copy that prompt one to your Claude. So I have copied mine. Go to Claude, sign in. Okay. It's already signed in. I'm already signed in. I think I have it on Heku 4.5, which is okay for this prompt. So I've pasted the link, I've pasted the first prompt. So I said I want to set up a VAPI appointment booking system for an optometrist. The goal is to create a full detailed prompt that guides the voice assistant through the entire booking flow. When someone calls, the assistant should receive the call, ask what they want, find out the reason for the appointment, and then collect the preferred date and time. The assistant must confirm all details and complete the booking. I need the booking. I need, sorry, the booking. I need an exhaustive prompt that covers this full conversational flow from start to finish. So I'm going to give it the prompts. I'm going to send the prompts. Okay, so it's creating it, but I'm going to enhance this prompt. I don't just want it this way. I'm going to enhance this prompt. So I'm going to say, give it a name of a business. So assuming you are creating your own, so include the name of your assistant, include the name of your business, the name of your business location, in case the person asks, where am I going? Like, what's the address and all of that. So it's creating that, but I want to enhance it. So I have enhanced this prompt using the 11 Labs guide that I have attached. So you will see this 11 Labs guide. Also, I'm going to open this 11 Labs guide and paste it here in my prompt, paste it in my chat right here. So clicking on this and then opening it up. It's opening the prompting guide because I want to use this prompting guide, and I'll say copy page. I'm going to allow it to load a little bit more. Make sure that it loads. So 11 Labs is a go-to place for anything voice. So you can see how I went when I went to create the workflow, the prompt architect in the first class, I used a prompting guide from this. When I went to create a video prompt, I used the prompting video 3 prompting guide. Now I'm creating a conversational AI, conversational AI, and I'm also using a prompting guide because I wanted to maintain that the structure for that guide. it has the best information for the prompt I'm creating. Okay, so I'm just going to go up here and copy this prompting guide, and I'm going to paste it here. So I said, enhance this prompt in the 11 live prompting guide attached. So this is the 11 live prompting guide. I've pasted it here. Let's see, and it should attach it. Now, this is for optometrist booking. You can tweak tweak the prompt to suit your business. So assuming you are creating for your personal business, I don't know what your personal business is, include the name, include what that business is all about, and all of that. Okay, so you include it, and make sure it follows that same prompt, the prompting guide. Just use this 11 Labs best practices or prompting guide. It's going to help you. So you can see it has modified it. It has given it everything it requires. Check availability. See, it has all the information. It gave it a role. Create an appointment. You can see create an appointment, phone number, appointment date and time, email address. Is a new patient, special notes. It has all of that as optional, but it has some of the things as required. So required full name. See, I don't have to write. See all that prompt that you saw there in the system prompt. I didn't have to write it. I just used AI to write because I know how to write prompts. I just go write whatever I want, use the prompting guide to make sure that it's perfect. It's what it should look like. Okay. Now, I'm not just going to leave it like this. I'm also going to first, I will tell it to evaluate this prompt and make sure that it has every information that it should have. Okay, so I'm going to say, evaluate your prompts, evaluate the prompt you have created and make sure that it has all valuable information. It has not missed any information that it should have. So I'm asking the AI to evaluate what it has created for me. Is there anything missing? Is there, if there's anything missing, you have to add it. It might tell me what it has added and what it has not added. So, or what is missing and that it has added. So it's going to give me that information. So yeah, strengths, what it has, error handling, too clear, critical, what it's giving me all of that, gaps and all of that. It's giving me some or more information. Okay, gaps, insurance is missing, all of that is missing, special needs, accessibility, it's creating that. But I don't also want all of that. Multiple appointment scenarios, I don't want all of that. Call handling, no, I don't want all of that. Okay, missing confirmation reminder strategies, I don't want all of that. Ethical and legal, you can see how this is just going on and on by itself. This is amazing. Like, this is really like on and on. This is a complex task. It's still going, creating the rules, everything. Bullet points, you can see escalation criteria is giving me that information in case I want to escalate it, a human handoff, I want to do on and on and on. Objection handling, how do I persuade the person to come in and all of that. So maybe I don't want any of this. Okay, it has categorized it in a table for me to see what it has done and what it hasn't done and all of that. Let's see. Overall assessment, 45% complete. The prompt has a solid foundation but missing 12 critical sections needed for prompt production deployment, what is working well, and all of that. But to be honest, I don't need some of those things. I don't want you to start talking about insurance. I don't want you to collect insurance information and all of that. I don't want all of that. Yes. Objection handling. I'm not sure I need an eye exam. How do I respond to it, right? Escalation criteria for human handoff, I don't want to include that. What else did he mention here? Practice specific customization guide. So what's missing? No instructions for customization for specific practice, missing placeholders or placement guide, no guidance on availability setup, the hours, the doctor's schedule, and all of that. So I should include that. Quality assurance metrics. Okay. Honestly, I don't want all of this, but this is if you want to build something good, you want to add some of them. If you don't want it to handle insurance, You don't have to give it insurance and all of that. Yes. Okay. It gave me an evaluation report. I may say the ones I want, the ones I don't want. Because of time, I'm not going to get into it, but this is how you create your prompts. And then you copy that prompt that it has provided for you. So let me go back and show you like version 2. This is the prompt. So it gave me the personality. You're a friendly. I can give it a name. You're a friendly professional. I can give it the name as Sarah. Your appointment scheduling assistant. For your practice name, I can give you the practice name. You are a patient, clear solution, or you are patient, clear and solution oriented. You make caller feel welcome and at ease. You speak naturally and conversationally while maintaining professionalism that reflects the practice well. Environment, can go on and on. The tone you should use, the goal, everything is well specified. There is a lot of white spaces and all of that. It also called the two callings, the tools identify appointment reason. It's not a two call, so I may want to remove these two. I'll just put identified appointment reason just by typing. It has check availability, which is a two. You should create an appointment, which is a two. I can add those things. Look at the guardrails. It specified the guardrails for me. Tone paste, it did include the tone pacing in bullet points. The tools again, identify, but I may delete these two usage because I don't want it. Error handling. If the caller is unsure, that's completely normal. This is what you can do. Check availability. This is under tools and all of that. Yeah, nice. So character normalization. See, I didn't even give it anything about character normalization, but it provided the character normalization. It said spoken format should be 555 123 4567 555 123. This is how you write it, right? Email john.smith@company.com should read as johnsmith@company.com. You can see dates, format, and all of that. So included the normalization. The conversational flow, it also included greetings and initial engagement. When the call connects, hello, thank you for calling. The practice name, my name is Sarah. So this is an example and all of that. Listen to the caller's intent. If you want to book, great. I'm happy to help you schedule. Give the examples. If they ask about the service first, we provide comprehensive eye exam, blah, blah, blah. So if they ask about the service, so you provide that service. If they're uncertain, no problem, I can help. Are you thinking about scheduling? So it gives that information. So there are examples for the conversational flow, appointment reason, and all of that. So you can see this is just spectacular, as I can just copy this and paste it in my prompt. That is it. That is how to create this prompt. You can see just from nothing, you have been able to create all these things here. All of them, all of these things here, you have been able to create it. Okay, so that's how you create your prompt. I think we've gone through the voice as well. We've gone through the tools. Okay, no, we haven't gone through the tools. So I want us to be able to create a tool. So if you need to create any tool, you go to create a tool. Let's say I want to create a use Google Calendar. So create an event or check availability. I want to check availability first and then create an event. So I can just click here. It just creates the tool for me. You can see just as simple as creating it, and it says successful. The tool has just appeared here, but I don't need it because I already have it. And then you can name your tool whatever you want to name it. So Google_calendar check. So to check the calendar, but I have my tool already, which is opt Google Calendar, which checks the availability. So I'm going to delete this one. Same thing if you want to create okay, it's already deleted. Okay, so same thing if you want to create an event. This is it. Create an event. Go High Level is an app that's can do a lot of things for you. So lead generation, appointment booking, and all of that. So if you have Go High Level, I think it makes it easier to run a business, follow up with clients, and all of that. It's an all-in-one app that you can use. It's about $99 per month. Google Sheets, if you need, Google Sheet to integrate with Google Sheets, Slack, MCP, API requests, send the text. So if you want one that would always send the text to the client, you can use this. Handoff, this is where you can hand off to a human agent, transfer the call. Let's say the receptionist has received the call, but now they need to transfer it to somebody else. You may use this one. Voicemail, end the call, query, DTMF, and maybe you have a custom tool you want to integrate. You may want to use this one as well. I think we've gone through the assistants, what it is. The assistant is where you create your assistant first. So let's go to assistant. So assuming you want to create an assistant, like optometrist booking appointment, this is where you start. So we can start from a blank template. If you want a customer support specialist, you can use all of this. So for me, I use the blank templates and name my assistant. So I just click on the blank template and create the assistant. That's what anyone you want to use. Customer support, if you are sure which one you want to create. Appointment scheduler, I can also use this one. Lead qualification specialist, info collector, feedback gatherer, call care coordinator. Can use any of these templates, but I use the blank template, and you can go to create assistant. That's how you create assistant. It's just very easy to use, very, very easy to use. Once you create the assistant, you copy your prompt and put in the model. So here is the model. Select your model provider. We talked about different models and what you can use for the different models. So I'm just scheduling an appointment. It's not really it's not a complex task at all. I can use OpenAI. And OpenAI is also very good at this. So I can choose depending on the model you want to use. So check for, this is multimodal. It costs about 8 cents. The speed, which is latency, is about, can see, it's 1350 milliseconds. So the response rate is going to be low. So the speed is not that, very, very, it's not that very high. So I may not want to choose this. It's a little bit complex. It's a very large model. Okay. But the price is also very not good. It's also very good. It's very cost effective, I would say. Okay. So here, first message mode, the assistant speaks. So my assistant should speak. If I want the user to speak or wait for the user to speak, then the user will speak first. So this is something you should think about when you're setting up your platform. Okay, do you want the assistant to speak first? Do you want the user to speak first? You may want to check. What's the first message? Hello, what is calling, and all of that. This is the one I created. The second one doesn't have even. Hello, can put your message. So the first message is hello, and you can see when I called it, it just said hello. Okay, and then I have my prompt here and all of that. Now the voice selection, which is once you go down, you also see the voice selection, voice configuration. I'm using VAPI and the name is Lear. You can use any provider here. There are lots and lots of providers here, but I'm just using VAPI and I'm using the name of Lear here. And fallback voice, assuming I don't want, maybe this voice fails, it's not working or is being deprecated, and that is no longer in use. I have my fallback setting here as 11 labs, and I'm using Sarah as my fallback voice. Okay. Now you can have your transcriber information that I get. Remember, is voice to text. So who is transcribing? There must be something that's transcribing it for me. So we have different providers here as transcribers. So I'm using DeepGram here, and the transcription I want is in English. Same thing. There must be a transcription fallback here. So if somehow, for some reason, this transcriber is no longer available, I should be able to fall back on a different provider with a different using a different provider. Of course, I'm also going to select English. If I want it in French, I can use French, Afrikaans, and different languages that are here. Okay. Now we've talked about the tool. So to set up your tool, you go to tools here and set it up, create it. So I think we've already done that. I've already shown you how to set up that too. So it's still the same thing here. Once you set it up, it's going to go into the tool settings. Let me go over here. It's going to go into the tool settings here. Yeah, tool settings here, and then pick the tool name. So the tool name here is opt Google Calendar. That's what I gave it, and it has to have it must have this kind of format. So give it the first thing to differentiate so that you are able to understand what the tool is going to do. So it's an optometrist booking. So I want to give it that name is OPT Google Calendar check availability. So this is check availability to calendar settings. I can, set my calendar, the time zone I want it, and all of that. Let me see. Some things are blocking my view here. So you give your tool also a description. So this is a tool to check the calendar availability. Use EST as the default calendar. Do check the right date as given. So you must be in the EST format. Okay. So that's how you set your tool. Going back to assistant. And analysis is where you analyze your structured outputs. What does it look like? You can add a structured output here, which helps in reliability. The summary has been deprecated. They are no longer using it. Okay. Sources evaluation is also deprecated, but there is a new evaluation tool here that you can use to evaluate. You can create an evaluation, maybe specifically what you want it to evaluate. So you use it to test your agents and ensure that it has consistent quality, has many people to review it, many people to run it. That would be helpful. Okay. Okay, compliance. So if you are designing for let's say, finance institution like a bank, of course, when it involves money, there's something needs to be done, right? When money is involved, you need to be very careful on what you are doing. And also, when you are designing for healthcare, you see healthcare and finance, they require very strict regulations. So it must be HIPAA compliant. Audio recording, do you want it to record audio? Maybe, of course, it's collecting client information, and then logging. Do you want it to log information, private conversations, transcriptions? So it's HIPAA compliant. So you must register it for HIPAA compliance. If you are doing a video recording, like if I toggle this on, I may be able to do a video recording as well. Start to speak plan. We've already gone through this. Wait, how many seconds should it wait before it starts to speak, or when it hears a pause, it starts talking? So that's kind of what this is all about. So advanced settings. So you may want to also review what you have here. It's going to be very helpful. So I think that is it. Anybody there that wants to make a call to this call, can you call the number? I can give you the number again to make a call and test it if you want to. Check if it works for you. I can also call it myself. Yeah, Twilio. Yes, so I haven't shown you this Twilio, but you have to just sign into Twilio. It's very easy. Sign in and generate. Yeah, I've signed in. I do have generate a phone number. I do have a phone number here that you can use. So voice. You can get phone numbers here. Can get messages here. Virtual phone number tryouts. It has its settings here. Short codes, WhatsApp senders. Twilio is a place where you can generate phone numbers that you can use for calling. Okay. Any questions? Any questions here? Any questions here?
Hello, can
Have
you
you
hear
been
me?
able? Yes, I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay, so thank you. Honestly, I'm saturated already. So, but maybe by the time I'm going through the video recording, I may be able to pick up. But I wanted to ask, the number generated on Trello, is it
Mhm.
only for the purpose of conversational AI?
No, you can use it for any other AI. So let's even say you are creating an N8N. You can also use it for it. Okay, so I want to show you something. So here for Trello, you have to copy this account SID and authentication ID. So usually anything on the web, like phone web, you see, you can use the phone number that you have generated. It's a platform you can use to generate any kind of number, US number to use and make your calls or do anything you want. Okay,
Okay, so it can
but
also be used for
mhm.
normal call, right?
Yes, instead of using your phone, your own phone, because your own phone will not work. Remember, you have a provider, so you need an online phone basically, and that's why you need um this Trello. So you have a phone number, and it generates this account SID and token, which integrates into the VAPI. I'll show you. Let me show you where you integrate it into the VAPI. Okay. I don't know if I answered your question. So this is where it integrates into the VAPI. Okay. So this is where you integrate it into the VAPI. You copy the SID. Hold on, let me go to phone numbers again. You copy the SID and add it here. Once you generate the number and add phone number, you will see where it will ask you for the area code and all of that. Okay, sorry, import Twilio, you add the number here, you add the SID, you add the authentication here, and then you save it. It's that simple. It doesn't require any other thing. Okay. I've already added my phone number. That's why I can't add it again. I've added this number already. That's why I can't add it again. But how you do it is you go to create phone number, import via Twilio, add your phone number here, and it's for free. You have a trial period, and then I think you have 14 days trial period, if I'm not mistaken. You have add your SID here, add your Twilio authentication here as well, and then import to Twilio. That's it. That's all. Any questions? So I'm going to give a call to this app. I'm going to give a call now. So let me give a call. 1-877-879-5767. Let me see if it's gonna work. Did I publish it? Did I save it? Did I publish it? Did I change anything? Let's see. Monitor coverage. Configure this. I didn't configure this thing. Okay. Okay, let me try it this way. Hope I saved everything.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you for calling Chris Vision. This is Sarah. How can I assist you today?
I'm looking to schedule an appointment for a routine eye exam.
Of course. Just to confirm, you'd like to schedule an optometrist consultation for a routine eye exam, correct?
That's correct.
Great. Thank you. Let's get you scheduled. May I have your full name, please?
My full name is Sarah Smith.
Thanks, Sarah. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
343-581-1391.
Thank you. Just to confirm, I heard your phone number is 343-581-1391. Is that
That's
correct?
correct.
Great. Thank you. And what's the best email address to send your appointment confirmation?
Sarah.smith@gmail.com.
Got it. Thank you. Just to confirm, your email will be written as sarah.smith@gmail.com. Now, could you briefly share what's bringing you in today? Is it just a routine eye
Yes,
exam?
routine eye exam.
Perfect. Thank you, Sarah. I have all your details. So now I'll check our availability for a routine optometrist eye exam. Before I do that, let me repeat what I have so far, just to be sure everything is correct. Name, Sarah Smith, boat. Phone, 343-581-1391. Point, email, sarahsmith@gmail.com. Point in 9, email, sarah.smith@gmail.com. Point in 9.
Okay. Yes, that's correct. But I don't know where the point is coming from, but that's fine.
Got it. Thank you for letting me know, Sarah. And thank you for your patience. Let me correct that now so everything is clear. Here's the information exactly as I have it. Name, Sarah Smith. Phone number, written, 34358-11391. Email, written farah.smith@gmail.com. Oddest. Reason for visit, routine eye exam. Just to confirm, does that all look correct to you before I check our availability?
Yes, that looks correct.
Thanks for waiting, Sarah. We do have availability. Here are 3 date options for your routine eye exam. Cool Monday, January 13th. Cool Mais Tuesday, January 14th. Cool Mais Day, January 15th. Which of these would you prefer?
Monday would be fine.
Great, Sarah. Just to confirm, you'd like Monday, January 13th. Is that correct?
Monday is January 12th.
Thank you, Sarah. You are absolutely right. Monday is January 12th, and we do have availability that day. For Monday, January 12th, we can offer appointment times such as point 9 a.m., point 11 a.m., point 2 p.m.
Yes, 9 a.m. works for me. So, taking notes.
Perfect, Sarah. Great, Sarah. Let me confirm the full details before I book your appointment. Here's what I have. Name Sarah Smith. Phone 343-581-1391. Email sarah.smith@gmail.com. Reason for visit routine eye exam. Date Monday, January 12th, 2026. Time 9 a.m. Just to confirm, is everything correct?
Yes, everything is correct.
Your appointment is all set, Sarah. You're confirmed for Monday, January 12th at 9 a.m. for your routine eye exam. We've sent a confirmation to sarah.smith@gmail.com. Our clinic is located at 23B Oakwa Road, Eket. Please arrive about 10 minutes early. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, thank you.
You're very welcome, Sarah. Thank you for choosing Crisp Vision. We look forward to seeing you on Monday at 9 a.m. Have a wonderful day.
You too, thank you. So it did send actually an email to Sarah Smith, and I'm going to check, so he's still listening, so I'm gonna
Of
end the
course.
call. So I'm going to check our email to see if that is correct. So you can see mail delivery here, recipients, because it's a wrong email. I just use sarahsmith@gmail.com. Look at it. So sarahsmith@gmail.com. So you can actually like book the appointments, but yes, I didn't want it to use my email, but that's fine. So I'm gonna stop sharing. Sorry, it's so late already. I know this is a little bit I know most of us have already, like are already tired. So every information will be on the blackboard for us. Feel free to check it out. Reach out to me if you have any questions. I want you to try it out. This is how you build conversational AIs. It's still like nascent stage, not very, very perfect. But as you understand how this works, you can definitely go ahead and build um, keep an eye on it and see how it progresses. But this is a huge scale anybody can have. Anybody can have. Okay. Questions, and then if no questions, good night. I don't want to keep anyone anymore.
All right, thank you. Good night. Oh, goodbye. Have a
Yeah,
good day.
good night. Yes, good night.
Yeah.
Good night,
Thank
everyone.
you. Questions?
Yeah, good night. Thank you. Reach out if you have any questions.